I believe we're around 3 million bubs currently. And because this is Clintar, I can actually play Titania here, which is nice. And actually, I'm gonna put this over here too, so I can have all the ones in the center. Confused right now. Alright, assuredly we're done here, yes? Someone was asking about Rocket versus Hawkeye earlier. Rocket's the higher skill cap card by a lot. And it's so much better in so many of these niche situations. Again, I'm not someone who usually optimizes and plays a single deck a lot. I've played a ton of this deck. I've probably played double-digit hours of this deck off stream in the last month. I am very confident these first 11 slots are ideal. And Nocturne's been pretty good. I don't think I'm stepping up to the 2 billion table yet. I think we're still vibing here. Let's pick it up. 200k wins. You like Titania over Bob? Yes. Titania is a much better card than Hydra Bob. Similar to Rocket Raccoon, though, Titania is also the higher skill cap card. Yes, you periodically lock people with Titania. Does anyone like Bob? My deck highlight this evening on the YouTube channel will be a Cerebro 5 deck playing Hydra Robert. And I think he's very good in that deck. I think I have to go without Hitmonkey here. There's just no reason to wager more. This was much better for them than us.
Escaped.
Does Hydra Robert move for each bub snap? He does not. He moves when a player snaps, not when the game raises the stakes automatically. Another thing to note with Rocket Raccoon is I think a lot of people mess up. This is not a one-drop chat. You don't play it on the first turn of the game.
Who they dig up this time? Snap.
So I think there's a good chance that I have priority going into next turn with this line, which means I could Falcon the Titania before she becomes a traitor. It's a little speculative, but it gives me extra value on the Angela, so I think it's worthwhile. This makes the Titania a little scuffed on the right. So this is why Nocturne is in our deck. 100% this is why Nocturne is in my deck. Haven't rolled the demon mode yet, right? Right? Anybody remember? God, I wish the freaking interface told me basic information like that. Hey, Raptor, thanks for the Prime. Marvel Snap is designed in a way, the returning player question, where you will always catch back up and get all of the Series 3 cards in the game. Nico is random and does not repeat, is accurate. Okay, so punish for my decision. They Loki'd 6 cards. I probably can't stay in good conscience here. I'll retreat later. High voltage!
Escaped.
So many shillionaires lately. Appreciate you watching a bunch over the last year and more. Just make sure Oglandia's trickle-down economy stays in action. Our next shillionaire will now only have to spend 999,822 shillings. Be sure to ping me on the Discord side to get access to Beverly Shills in the Hooglandia server. Trust me when I say it is the place that you want to be. What a bargain! Look how deeply discounted it is! Someone said in chat they got Cassandra Nova playing for 3.5 hours without spending any gold. Were you just constantly running hot, playing at your highest table possible? That's actually an hour less than I've been playing at this point. I am definitely not playing in a way that optimizes getting it in the shortest results. We're taking the slow and steady approach to try and leverage the game mode all day. It'll be optimal in my opinion. I mean, if your goal is to get Cassandra Nova in as little game time played possible, you should always be playing for the highest stakes possible, and then just playing a good deck and playing good snap. And just accept that you're gonna bust out some amount of the time. If you're missing Nocturne, I'd recommend playing another stat stick. Something like, I think I'm staying. My hand's pretty good. Oh, I can kill the hood for free. Yeah, that's a good call. Am I playing Titania out? That's gonna bounce back to my hand, though. Now, they have Kitty in hand. There's no way we Titania lock them. I'm definitely staying. There's some debate on if I want the hood in my hand. Yeah, my hand's probably too full to manage that. I'm gonna do this to get the extra bishop trigger. Getting fist bumped by people about to tech card me. Iconic Marvel Snap gameplay. Do I want to bounce the demon? If I draw Nico or Rocket, I want to not bounce the demon, but I'm only 50% to do that. And it technically makes Angela a little bit better to bounce the demon. What you say is the best deck to play in this format? Chat, this format doesn't magically change which decks are good and bad. Hiroshima is still the best deck by a solid margin in this format. So Hitmonkey is going to be 11, which takes the Monster Metropolis away from them. So they have 7, 8, 9, 12 over here. And I'll have 14, 19, 22. And I'm going to put this here. And then this is getting +4 at a minimum. So it's just a question of, do I want to put Demon in with Bishop or Demon in with Angela? Their Nocturne has not moved yet, no. So she's a wild card as well. So I'm going to 12 and 11 here, and it's basically where do I want to throw my extra 6-pointer. I think I need more than Titania on the right. I have priority, so trying to play Titania somewhere other than the right gives the risk of her giving up and triggering me. Cool. We get all 3. We didn't quite get all 3, but we got 2 of them. We won our demon coin flip.
Victory.
Good Doesn't this format lend itself better to decks where you know your win conditions early versus late before snaps start happening? I mean, so yes, this format is technically better for decks that understand when they have a good hand early, but I would also make the argument that every good deck in Marvel Snap has always met that condition. There's never been a good deck in Marvel Snap where you're like, I've got no fucking clue what my position in this game is until turn 6 happens. It's just not a thing. What does the Bubs button do? It lets you turn gold into Bubs to pay to win your way through.
Opponent snapped.
I think my hand's good enough to stay for a turn 1 step. I think my number 1 feature request for Marvel Snap that hopefully isn't too difficult for them to do. They really need to auto unend my turn when someone snaps me. It's really annoying that I have to, you know, quickly go over there and do it myself.
Enough said, bub.
Might have to bail out here. I'm not sure we're gonna be in a position where we can play around to Killmonger. And I kind of have to decide, make that decision this turn. I think the 2 extra cards was much better for my opponent's deck than it was for my deck. Hand is pretty good, though. This is like as good as my hands can get, but I also don't know that it's good enough to be competitive into the opponent's deck's linear drop. I don't know. I'll stay for 1 more, see what they do. Or just a big Venom turn, yeah. Yeah, destroy drawing its full deck and having a Deadpool is super scary. Probably a bad stay on my part. Oh, they can't Deadpool center though. Which this is relevant. This means they can't double their Deadpool and kill their Wolverine. They have 6 energy. Sure, my statement stands. They could Killmonger and Carnage. Killmonger and Carnage is a good one. They have all but 1 card in their deck. Yeah, our numbers just aren't remotely big enough.
Escaped.
That's one of those. Our retreat is entirely based around what their deck is doing, not what ours is doing. If the Hulkbuster had missed their Deadpool, we might have been able to stay there, but with Deadpool being 16 power, just can't leave. Which again goes back to a little bit of that anticlimactic nature of this format, right? Like a lot of the games when people actually understand to retreat are going to end like that with one player leaving. You're never going to see big plays play out. You're rarely going to see it. How many tables behind are you playing? This is a piece of information that I'm going to correct a lot and help people think about this better. There is a big idea in the community that you are supposed to be playing a specific number of tables behind to be optimal. The thing you are supposed to be thinking about, in my opinion, is the buy-in and max wager in proportion to the number of bubs you currently have. So it's not purely a, I'm supposed to play X amount of tables down. It's what is my current earnings in proportion to the tables that I'm playing at. I think it's very unlikely that Marvel Boy is good in this deck. This might be a loose stay. I need Dark Dimension to go here.
Oh, snap.
Wish granted for one thing. The wrong card. Sitting here thinking.
Doom rules all.
Rebel Yellow, thank you for the 14 months. I'll go back. Destroy mode lets me play one of these out for free, which is nice. I can play everything except Black Swan. So that's 6 cards. So I'm going to get a passive 13 here. This puts me to 19 here. Gives me 6, 12, 14 here. My body's ready to die to an airship Killmonger here. Crush that.
Victory.
We're moving to here yet? I think we're getting close. I think one more solid win from here and we'll push up. When you don't want to play Kitty into the first path, you want to play her into the third path because the second one could be deep space. Bouncing. For any of the regulars coming in, we're doing a little bit different than the streams I normally do. I think we're actually just gonna hammer bounce for 8 hours today. Is my plan. Regis' recent video shows him getting Kitty stranded in deep space. It's a real concern, video gamers. Don't strand your kids. This might miss. It's close though. Is this not a snap? I have no bishop. I have no hit monkey. I have no payoff. I think it's fine to stay. Kari locking them right is good for us, yeah. Do I snap on the hit monkey draw is the question? Maybe? Nocturne could be violent. I don't know, I kinda like, we're kind of at a place too where like the natural snaps make it so like it's probably fine for us to, just like let the games play out. They are assuredly a Blue Marvel Patriot deck, yes. Could be Surfer as well. Probably Surfer and Patriot. Super fucking rewarded, holy. I should probably count, but I think this is enough. It's gonna come down to where the real Mysterio is? I think it is. The real Mysterio's left, I think we're dead. Yep. Real Slim Shady, please stand up. Almost 2x this. Let's play some cherry pie. You know what? Adverts! Have some ads, chat. I'll see you in 120 seconds. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Something to drink real quick, BRB gamers. Cherry pie is not my favorite of pies. It's fine. It's acceptable. I'm not too picky with sugar personally, but yeah, I don't think I'd list it in my top 5 even. I watched some Snap YouTube last night. I was disappointed to see creators expressing disappointment with the diner, but also they threw money at it to avoid playing the mode the way most people would. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. As someone who has always enjoyed the poker portion of Marvel Snap, I think this game mode is the most fun I've ever had playing Snap. And once the bubs scale up from playing a little bit, the lowest stakes table is literally a free table, right? Like even now, right? Like I have millions of bubs. Max stay at the bottom table is like 32 bubs, right? Once they change it. So like the bottom table is free. So it's a best of 1 casual mode that I can finally enjoy when I want that. And the actual competitive aspect of it is so much more skill testing and interesting than just the regular ladder. Juan Dude, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I 100% agree that I think the primary issue right now is that the current format is not great, not that this game mode is not great. So the 58 months, Thomas, welcome back. For today, while I'm trying to be a little bit conservative and play Deadpool's Diner for most of the day, I'm only moving up a table when it's like half my stack if I go all in. You want me to snap against Aeroship on Elysium? No, I don't have any of my payoffs yet. And their deck could easily be a bunch of bombs. I don't know that Angela Kitty's enough here. We feel like a Bishop or a Hitmonkey maybe, or a Bounce Guard, I'll consider it. Yeah, this game mode 100% just hammers home that most people suck at the core feature of Marvel Snap, which is snapping. It's just like full stop where a lot of the complaining is coming from. Yeah, you get like randomly Mobius too. Some of these Airship decks like play Mobius in their actual deck as well. Ah, I got hit with Rocket Raccoon, rip. Oh no, they lost an Airship and got to draw another card. How will they ever recover from this terrible loss?
Opponent snapped.
I think my one complaint. You think I should turn off Elysium? You can buy that for $1. With the Black Swan draw? Okay, yeah, I'm in. Human beings are a mistake. Actually, just completely atrocious.
Snap.
And now we leave the Elysium. This is a quarter of my stack. Might be wrong to stay here because I don't have Hitmonkey yet. For someone emoting me like you've never won a Marvel match of Marvel Snap in your fucking life, you're certainly taking a long time to figure out your turn, bud. We waited that long and this was the decision we made? Interesting. Interesting strategy. Oh good, I drew Hitmonkey? Cool. Cool. Good job, toxic video gamer. There's no reason for me to snap. I only have 4 million bubs. We're going to roll up to my bub cap from the auto includes. You fucking Loki'd me? How could you possibly think that's good? Oh, they don't even have 4 million. They only have 3 million. How could you possibly think that Loki'ing me is appropriate in this situation? I don't know if my body is fully prepared to die to them top decking Goliath, but holy. Get my fucking emotes ready here. You still beat Goliath. Their Goliath only costs 5, so they can have Goliath plus another card here to beat me. Oh my god, they turned off their fucking Coulson bonus. Nice Marvel Snap deck, dickhead. Thanks for the 3 mil. Put those right in the bank. All right, miss, we're coming for you. I would like the record to reflect we were leeched on turn 3 that game. They had a randomly generated Professor X and they Loki'd me. If I beast here, I don't get my Nico 2x, but I could lose my Titania is the problem. I think it's just Kitty, right? Okay, cool.
Breaking news.
Jab scheming. Titania is much better than Bob. Which content creator told people to place Titania with Bob in this deck? Someone give me a fucking name. There's no way this many people came up with that idea on their own. I gotta leave here. The Titania's a coin flip. No Falcon, no Black Swan.
Escape.
On to the next. Why not Bishop mid? That's probably fine. I think you're right that Bishop mid probably would have been better. Giving them a Bishop didn't matter, especially a 0 power one. You're not Titania, would you replace her with Echo? No, I'd recommend playing another stat stick. If you're missing this card, just play Ant-Man's probably fine. Hawkeye could also be an okay choice. He's a little bit different of a card, but he gives you value with bounce stuff at least. If you have Hydra Bob for some reason and not Titania, you could play him as a budget Titania for sure. This does bring her back on turn 5 is noteworthy here if this isn't full.
Opponent snapped.
They're snapping me. I feel like my hand's pretty strong, yeah? Good for a Falcon. Good. It's not terrible. What does this look like? This cuts me off a draw, yeah? I want Falcon and Hitmonkey, so I can't cut myself off a draw here. You do this, I suppose, but then if I draw Falcon, I don't have a window to get a D-Man. I don't think I'd play Martyr in this deck. I think you don't quite fill 2 lanes consistently enough to make that a good choice. I think I just want to not deal with Titania in the center. Am I staying for 2 million, though, is the question. Falcon and Hitmonkey are both, like, pretty solid draws. I think I'm staying. Holy forking shirt balls! Monkey! So Monkey is a blessing and a curse. Monkey means I feel compelled to stay. Does this beat them here if they play nothing? 8, 13, 16, yes? $4 million bumps, chat, I can't look. Oh no! No! My bumps are all gone! All of my bumps gone in a minute! That's not all of them, it's half of them. Bonus deck's very good, by the way. It's one that we've highlighted on the YouTube channel a number of times in the past. It's Black Knight Sarah stuff with the Valentina package. So, unfortunate that our Hitmonkey ended up going in the location that they punted. If this lands in a location that they played to, we end up winning, right? I guess it's not strictly true because they had the Shadow King in the middle. The Hitmonkey would have only been +7 here. I would have needed to land it over here, which I don't think I'm ever doing. Their draw was very strong with Sarah giving them extra discounts. Down to 2.6. I'm just gonna play this for 2.6, and if we bust, we'll play other game modes. We've been grinding this for 4 hours. They just give me a bot because I lost. Because I lost 4 million bubs. 100% chat. That was the bot check. I snapped and ended the turn. I snapped and ended the turn. And I snapped and ended the turn. And God, that's so predatory. Alright, well, I mean, we're done here. And perfect! The fact that I'm scaling 2 kitties off of Shuri's lab means that the AI is gonna think it's winning, so it should hopefully stay in and double us up. Because all of our power is gonna be in hand. Black's one our best top deck. Should be pretty good. Nocturne's not bad either. Although, do I avoid playing Nocturne here so they think they're winning? I think this is actually the play because they're a bot. This is the grief the AI plan. Also, playing to not have priority is good because Titania gets better then. Oh shoot, the bot accidentally made me win the game. Is it gonna lead? Oh, that's fine. It's good for, I'm getting 2 million here at a minimum. I'm guaranteed to get 2 million. I can only win 2.6 because that's all I have. It stayed and paid me out! What a lovely AI. Why is the bot poor? The bot's not poor, I'm poor. I only have 2.6 after we busted for 4 in the last one.
Victory.
So they gave us a pity robot after we busted for most of our bubs. All right, we're only, if we hit a double up, we get Cassandra Nova. Yesterday, when we were playing this mode, I talked about how I wasn't sure how getting Cassandra Nova was going to play out after playing it on the first day. And after playing a little bit more and understanding it a little bit more, I think Second Dinner was very accurate and fair with the assessment that they gave that normal humans are going to be able to get Cassandra Nova with a reasonable amount of play. Shocker. Shocker, I don't think Second Dinner lied to us. Assuredly, they never Killmonger me here, yes?
What a game!
Oh, wait, are they gonna have priority going into next turn, though? That's problematic.
What a game!
Not the Demon 2. I don't think I need to draw other cards out of my deck this turn. And I don't want the Demon exposed to Killmonger. Now this is an interesting spot because if they want to Killmonger me on the last turn, they can't do other big things, right? So I think I actually play out now because now if they want to Killmonger me, it needs to either be on the last turn where they can't do other things or it needs to be right now. Yeah, so they have the Killmonger here. It's simply a question of, do they want to Killmonger me now or next game or on the next turn? They have their entire deck. It's death free. I think so. I'm playing, how many things here? 5? So this is 11 and 9. So 20. I'm gaining 24 over here. Up to 34. So I'm beating death here. I'm beating death left and right. This beats Killmonger plus death. It loses to a null, though, if they play null on the left. I think null left is super unlikely. Animals with guns! Pew, 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 pew. Won that 50-50. I think this was a mistake. I think if they're playing null, they're supposed to, like, null here, death here. Which would have beaten me. But I think they're supposed to, like, some combination of death and Killmonger here. I don't know. I think there's a good chance we were good. Honestly, null was probably the play to beat me. They just felt really safe on the left. They underestimated our output range. Are you doing any of the Rivals playtests? If I get a PlayStation 5 key I'll probably play some on the PS5. But I don't really enjoy playing, like I'm at my PC all day for work. I don't want to, my off-stream gaming isn't done at the PC typically. This is the TLDR.
Snap.
Now this looks like a snap to me, so everybody just come and see. We're gonna draw 1, 2, 3. I
found a rock.
Or do you play snap off stream? Yeah, 100% on mobile.
Hey man, I'm Cook.
Move Nocturne into deep space. Does the location change? It does not. This could get into trouble over here, but playing Bishop in the middle makes it more difficult to not have priority. Ideally, I want to not have priority in my Titania deck. We did dodge like Clintar and stuff like that over here, Hala. Yeah, that's fine. Every time I get fucking Dr. Octopus by this deck, he pulls my fucking bounce card before he pulls the cards that he can bounce. And it's so fucking annoying. Just like the make and break difference every single time. It's just like, could Falcon go after Demon, please? For the love of God.
Escape.
Enjoy your fold phone. Have you found they have the same life expectancy as a standard phone? Yeah, I've actually had my fold for almost 2 years. Although I will say when I replace it, I don't think I'll replace it with another Samsung. Both Google and OnePlus make foldables. I expect my next phone will probably be whatever OnePlus's second variation of their fold is. Samsung software leaves a lot to be desired. As someone who was a OnePlus user for a long time, Samsung leaves a lot to be desired in their software stack. My $2,000 cell phone shouldn't have adverts in the notifications and shouldn't randomly install Raid Shadow Legends when it does a system update. Please tell me you're joking about Raid Shadow Legends. I'm not, actually. It's actually one of my favorite comments. All the things that conservatives complain about with communism are actually just things that happened under capitalism, where you don't actually own anything that you buy. Because the corporations want to just rent you everything and serve you adverts on the stuff that you technically don't own. think I want to do this so I don't brick a draw, because I really need to draw Black Swan here. The bum billionaires pay their fair share of bum taxes. Asking the real questions. I probably should have put Widow's Kiss on the right. I think we're leaving here. Not beating a clutter deck in a 7-turn game, and we didn't draw Nocturne and Nico's in play.
Escaped.
Whenever I bring up that my Samsung randomly installs bullshit, people always tell me that Verizon's to blame. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, chat. Samsung's a big enough cell phone company that they can negotiate with carriers like Verizon to make that not be the case. It is 1000% Samsung's fault that Verizon does that shit to my phone, even if Verizon's the one doing it. Fun factoid. I've had plenty of other branded cell phones where that stuff doesn't happen. I believe those of you at home that are saying you have a Samsung and it doesn't do that, but I am telling you that 100% mine does that. And it's real obnoxious. Double Beast could be good in some situations. This is probably not one of them. Alright, we hit him with a little bit of a diff here in the middle.
Oh, snap.
Play the not in time theater ones. They don't know that we have it yet. You should beast the beast. I'm not 100%, but I'm like relatively certain if I show beasting beast on stream, I could get TOS. I'm gonna have to hide my screen for a second here. Just so everything's above the board. Alright, cool. This deck playing freaking Mobius is so annoying. We played against it so many times today. This is better if I draw 1-drop next turn. I'm 50% to draw 1-drop. If I don't draw 1-drop, my hit monkey's small though. Got there. This is bigger than Cass. This here. Cool. Unironically, I've played this matchup a ton, and I've won every time they Mobius me. I'm fucking annoyed every time they do it, but I've won every time they've done it. Fight through the tears. Yep. All right. That's a Cassandra Nova, huh? I played for 5. I think. Let's talk about some thoughts on this game mode. So I played for a total of 5.5 hours, and today specifically, I played for 4.5 hours, and I spent 0 gold to get this card, and I didn't bust a single time in 4 hours. 4.5 hours today. Because I made good choices and good retreats and played good Marvel Snap. And that's not to say if you make all good choices, you're never going to bust. That's definitely not true, right? Like sometimes you're just gonna get bad beats and you're gonna pump out, and then you could either pay a little bit to win, or you could come back in 8 hours. And really, I like this game mode a lot. I think this is easily the most skill-testing game mode Marvel Snap has ever had. I also think, to talk about things I'm not a fan of, I don't love that there's bots. It is worth calling out that I think around 3 million of my 15 million came from bots. We had a big loss at one point for 4 million, and then immediately it gave us a bot after we had a big loss, and that bot pushed us back up. So I didn't buy ahead and intentionally manipulate the system trying to get bots. We played almost entirely human beings the entire way up. We had one bot from a long queue time, and we had one bot after we busted it. I assume it's programmed to give us a pity bot after we go all in and lose. Or mostly all after a big loss. We weren't all in. We went from like 6.5 million down to 2.5 million. I do not think there are any good Marvel Snap decks that are magically bad in this game mode, and I do not think there are good Marvel Snap decks that are extra good. It is technically true in this game mode that decks that understand they're in a powerful position early are better, but I also think that every good deck in Marvel Snap fits that description. Even a lot of the bad decks fit that description. You know, like think about Mr. Negative. You know by the time you're going into turn 5 whether or not your Mr. Negative hand is coming together, right? So, I think a lot of the frustration from this game mode is from people not understanding the snapping and retreating mechanic. I think my number one piece of advice, if you're someone who wants to sit and play this game mode for an extended period of time, is stop playing this at the very top when it's similar to your amount of bubs that you have. I did not start playing Cherry Pie until I had almost 5 million bubs. And that's how I played it. A lot of people have been trying to think on it, well, how many tables down or plates down are you playing? Don't think about it in terms of plates down. You want to think about it in how big is the maximum bet here in proportion to how many bubs I have. Or you could also think about it from a how many big blinds do I have? How many buy-ins at the Cherry Pie table? How many starting hands do I get to see with my current bub stack? There has been a lot of complaining about people who are like, oh, I went all in and I played the top hand and now I can't play anymore. And it's just like, well, it's also worth noting that they leaned into this even harder. I need to restart my client for it to happen. They posted a thing in the Discord server. I assume if I restart, this will change. Serial here at the bottom is being changed to start at 1 cube. So if you really want to play for super nominal amounts, you'll be able to play for super nominal amounts. Sounds like gambling. Marvel Snap's cube mechanic has always been poker adjacent and a betting mechanic. It's always been described as that. The big difference is that because the stakes can go up 5 times instead of only 3 times, it makes it a lot more apparent when you suck at betting mechanics that you're going to struggle in this game mode. You could easily get to infinite not understanding snapping mechanics at all by just pure volume or playing a good deck and playing it well. That's not really going to be possible in this game mode. I think you're going to have some type of understanding of this mechanic to progress at a reasonable rate. And I think that's why a lot of people are hitting a wall, is because people don't have a good grasp of betting mechanics. It's a very, like, there's entire books written on this topic, right? And that's one of the reasons why Marvel Snap's always been such a high skill cap game, because it's not just you need to mechanically play a TCG well, it's you need to mechanically play a TCG well, and you need to also understand betting mechanics. Now, I will say things that I would like to see changed for the future. The core of what this system is, I enjoy a lot. They already did one of the changes. Making the cheapest table cheaper is good to remove the pressure and let people have a way to play best of one. My number one wish list request that I'm not sure if it'll happen for monetization reasons is I think letting people spend gold to jump ahead on Bubs tables, this should not be a thing. I think the only monetization this game mode should have is letting you spend gold to recharge your Bubs faster up to what your cap is that you can recharge up to. They should let people pay to skip the timer that you have to wait for. They should not let people pay to skip the actual gameplay. And that's currently what you could do. You could currently pay to skip the actual gameplay, and I think that that's bad. Obviously, I'm sure they're gonna make money off of it, but I think that that's not great. Other little UI things, I should be able to click on here and see what my current Bub cap I'll regenerate to is. It doesn't show me that anywhere. When I'm playing a match, I should be able to see my opponent's current max Bub count and my max Bub count, because knowing how many Bubs the opponent, each player has behind them, is relevant information for how you're playing the game. Like, I'll make different decisions knowing my opponent's capped at 3 million Bubs versus knowing a match could go all the way up to 8. I agree that the message pop-up, do you want to buy more Bubs when you fully bust out, is annoying to click past and obnoxious and definitely needs to go away. People that want to buy more Bubs know how to buy more Bubs. They're going to click the button. This saying need more Bubs is fine, and then offering to let me buy from here. I don't need a pop-up after I bust. The pop-up after you bust is an extra kick when you're already down. That's completely unnecessary. But yeah, I think overall there is way more good than bad in this game mode. I think there is. I think this is a great start, a great core. I like it a lot. This is my favorite way I've ever played Marvel Snap. From a core game loop perspective, this tickles my poker card game style thing in a way that's very unique that no other game does.